Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Kevin with survivalistboards.com. Today we're taking a look at the Kaito Voyager KA500. I hope that's how you pronounce it. Where's the brand name? There it is. Kaito, however you pronounce it. Anyway, I got on Amazon. I had a radio like this a while back and it was taken. Won't go into details. So I got on Amazon, picked this one out. This one's a little different than the one that I had previously. Y'all might be asking, why did I pick this certain radio out? That's a good question. I'm glad you asked. The reason why I picked this radio out is that it has 4 different means of charging. Or it has, it has 4 different means of power. So that you've got your solar panel, you've got your hand crank, you can charge it with a USB input, with an external USB charger. You can charge it, and then you could put in some regular AA batteries. One thing that I wanted to make sure, absolutely sure, that this radio had was a USB charger. And that is right here. And then input and output. You have your input, then you have your output. And you got your on-off switch, AC adapter, and I guess it's your earbud. Yeah, earbud right there. Operation of the radio is pretty straightforward. You've got your weather band stations here. You've got your band, your weather, FM, AM, shortwave, and then you've got your power off, and your 3 AA batteries, your solar crank, DC. This is also for your rechargeable battery, the little battery pack that's included inside of it. Then the National Oceanic and Administration Alert. Here, you've got a little flashlight there. You've got your tuner here. You can tune in the station. And you've got your volume right here. Volume's not an on-off switch, that's over here. So if we turn that volume up, so if you wanted to use a built-in battery pack, you turn it in over here and then tune it into a station here. This is my second Voyager radio, and both of them have suffered from the same problem. The first one was green, and I lost it a couple of years ago. But anyway, we won't go there. The FM reception is terrible. Just flat out, let's just throw it out there. The FM reception is terrible. Terrible. This has been on both the radios. Okay, I live in a rural area. And I live approximately 100 miles from the nearest city. Not from the nearest town, nearest city. Let's throw a city as a population of over 100,000 people. I live at least around 100 miles from there. I need to be able to pick up, or I would like to be able to pick up radio stations from the next nearest city. We have a couple of small town radio stations, provide local news during hurricanes or other events, but I would like to be able to pick up, say, at least one station from Houston, or just something. And the Voyager has problems with that. Out of about, say, 6 or 8 radio stations that are broadcast from the 2 cities, about 100 miles away, I can only pick up like one station out of the half a dozen, 6 to 8 that are broadcast out of those cities. 1. Maybe 2 sometimes if the weather's good. That is just, to me that is not acceptable for something that's marketed as an emergency radio. I need to be able to pick up something that if we get a hurricane here, the local news station goes down, I need to be able to pick up news from the next city over, or the next town over. It's just not going to do that. It is just not going to do that. But if you live in a city or an urban area and you're right next to some radio stations, then no big deal. You shouldn't have any problems with it. But for me, or people who live in a rural area, the amount of reception that this radio gets is not acceptable. The way I see this is that we could put a nuclear-powered rover on Mars. We can send satellites into space. We've got a satellite that is outside our solar system right now. We can send back pictures from Mars. We can send back pictures from Jupiter and Saturn. Even from Pluto. But for some reason, we cannot design a radio that picks up radio stations from 100 miles away. I just don't understand. Just don't understand, guys. Someone explain that to me. The LEDs back here on the back, turn them on with a switch right there, and I'm getting about 12 hours of light out of these. Off of full charge, which is pretty good considering the battery pack, and I'm not using any AA batteries with it. Considering the battery pack here, oh, I don't want to pull that out. Hang on, it's like a 600 milliampere battery pack. If I off the Amazon page, I think it's a 600 milliampere battery pack. I'm not using any AA batteries because this is supposed to be an emergency radio with its own battery pack, with its solar panel. So, cell phone charger. This flashlight I saw in the description is a cell phone charger. I just can't see that, guys. I just can't see it as a cell phone charger. Why? Because on a full charge, the little battery pack right here, my phone drained that battery pack within just a matter of minutes. I'm talking literally just a few minutes and that battery pack was drained. My phone just got charged a couple of minutes. Say, well, okay, Kevin, what about the solar panel? You've got your solar panel. Just hook your phone up to here, switch that to out, and then you're able to plug a USB into here and plug it into your phone, and then charge off solar. Well, guys, I took a meter, I took a voltage meter, voltage and amperage meter, and with the solar panel, that switched to out, go into my cell phone, put the meter on there. It was fluctuating between 0.01 amps and 0.05 burst. It was like just fluctuating back and forth, back and forth. Even nothing, 0.00. There was nothing. It was so low that the meter couldn't measure it. So I would say an average of 0.02 amps and a voltage of 4.7 something, 4.73, something like that, going from the solar panel out to the phone. So what do I think of the Kaito Voyager? I think there's better stuff on the market. This is $50. It's terrible FM reception. If you're going to use this out of a campsite, then or go out to a park, go to a campsite, use it on a boat. Yeah, you need to be close to some type of metropolitan area to pick up a radio station. And I can go out to one of the parks near Jasper, set it up, and I can pick up a radio station out of Lufkin. One radio station out of Lufkin. Maybe one out of Beaumont. And those are about 100 miles away. I'm giving 100 miles as a rough estimate. So, anyway, if you live, is the Voyager worth it? I feel that if you're going to spend the money on an emergency radio for your family, then pass this one up and get something a little bit better. Get something with some range on it. So that's my final thoughts, guys and gals. Anyway, I will talk to y'all later.